Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in the zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
46.
Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And room to run as he's out past the 35-yard line. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. That is caught. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Down to about the 45.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Prescott to throw it. Left side to Lamb. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Looking to throw, Prescott. That's caught. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the run.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call the timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
At the 3.
Now Prescott. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And Oliver, that time to want to get in there and bring him down.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
9th play now, this long opening drive. Can they cash it in on 3rd and goal? Here's Prescott. This is caught. Touchdown. Jake Ferguson from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. And he'll drop here to throw. Flushed out right. He's got a man. Complete. It'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Usually in this spot, you'd hear an offensive coordinator saying, don't feel like you've got to get this all back at once. But here, they give up the opening touchdown and say, no time like the present to show what we can do too. And that's big yardage on their initial play from scrimmage.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Allen. That's again complete to Palmer. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They run for the first time with James Cook. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
Another Bills. First down.
To throw, it's Allen. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
He wanted to find his receiver there, but a little too much air on the throw for them to connect in the end zone.
2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And will be intercepted. Now it's Wilson. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
2nd and 5. Now the Bills will take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Throwing, Prescott. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 7 yards there and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is? Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter. Obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Down to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take over here up near the 40. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. So the penalty on the offense, no need to accept that. They'll decline it, and the interception will stand. Now Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this would be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40-yard line.
Derek Forrest on the tackle.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Prescott. Now he's free at the 35. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and
1. First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Prescott now. Throw right side, complete to Williams. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Now Dak, he's going to mix it up.
At the 30-yard line.
Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 17-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
To throw is Prescott. Throw left side, complete. That's Williams. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd down at the 18.
Prescott yet again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Prescott. For the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So on fourth down, Prescott off and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
38-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From the gun, it's Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Allen going to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd down at the Cowboys' 18-yard line.
Middle. Let's get this point. Alert. We go.
To the air, Allen. He'll buy some time right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Khalil Shakir from 17 yards out. And the Bills have cut it back within a score. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Cowboys 10, Bills 7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 in some certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window to fire a bullet in there for the completion. They'll get 34 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. A quick throw there is incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
47.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scored right before the half ended.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. That is complete downfield to Knox. Big strides, look at him go. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 64 yards.
Letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to set him up with 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
A final shot before half for Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there as time expires in the first half. And the Bills get a late touchdown here on the final play of the first half. Pass on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run to now.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Allen now looks to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
And 6 yards to go.
Now Allen. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 14.
That's good for a Bills first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Elijah Moore from 13 yards out. And the Bills have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Tyler Bass now for the point after. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Bills 21, Cowboys 17. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
A gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Prescott. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And again, it's Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that red.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Fourth down, Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and
to the air again, Prescott. And once again, this is Sanders. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Prescott to throw it. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. So on 4th down, Prescott off and on his Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. And his kick is good. And that'll bring it back within a point. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter, and the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Look at the big fella go. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
That's good for a Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
To throw is Prescott. Able to hit his target Lamb. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 11 more on that Prescott now. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Prescott yet again. Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 30 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Kevontae Turpin, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. He's got it at the 2. But he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. And running with power here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Allen. Oh, pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Allen going to change this at the line. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 11 yards there, just like last play. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 55 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. To throw, it's Allen. Steps away to his left. And Cook has it, left side. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook from 8 yards out. And the Bills get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. They do tack on the extra point as well. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's first and 10. Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Now Dak. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely fourth-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Here's Dak. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's first and 10. To throw, Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Well, now a tough spot here. This is third and 10. Now Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. This is fourth down.
Yeah, here we go.
Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Prescott. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This is 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Hey, kill! 47! Hey, kill!
Here's Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no 1st down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
So a big one coming here for Brandon Aubrey. This to get it back to a 1-score game. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. And they'll remain 2 scores back as this holds at a 9-point advantage.
This is always a tricky angle for a right-footed kicker because he's trying to draw it to the center of the uprights, but instead he pushes it to the right, and it's no good.
Travel like a dawn, I'm a traveling man. LAX out to Baltimore, they landed in France. Play some shows out in Germany.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he's got some space here. He may go. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bills use the big play to extend their fourth-quarter lead.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Allen will try to throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
6 yards.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10.
Here's Prescott.
4-yard line.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll throw again. Prescott. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
That is caught. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you have to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.